Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do a quick review on my Louis Vuitton Speedy bag. I know that there has been several reviews on this bag on this site already, but when I was reviewing and looking at bags online, it really helped me to see the bag, hear different people's opinions and also see the bag on different people's bodies. So that's, the intent of my review today. And so I'll try and keep it quick because everyone kind of knows it's very basic, very iconic, and very beautiful bag. So the first thing about it is the decision that you have to make is the size. Now I went with a Speedy 30. Let me back up, you can kind of see the size. The reason why I went with a 30 is because I was looking at the 25 and it just seemed so abrupt when it cut off right here. The bag was just a little bit too petite. And really the price difference isn't that much, so you might as well end up going with a 30 or 35. Go with the size that really suits you. Now the 30 looks a bit better on my frame. I'm only 5'2". So for smaller ladies or ladies who are a bit more petite in stature, this bag works much better. In fact, let me show it to you on my body. So here it is. You would wear it kind of like this on your arm or holding it in your hand down here. And as I said, I'm only 5'2", so you can get kind of a proportion. I am wearing very large shoes today. So I'm a bit taller than I normally would, but if you are blessed with height, you could probably get away with a 35, just a proportion thing. The one thing to consider is that this is a big bag, and it doesn't seem that big, but when you start putting stuff in it, you start to realize that you can fit a lot of stuff. And if you're anything like me, you will put more stuff in just to fill it up. And when you get to that point, it works to fill it, but then when you have to actually wear it, it starts to pull down on your elbow and it actually starts to hurt you. So, with this bag, I would really recommend going with the smallest size that you can for your body. The second decision that you have to make is what print to have. And I ended up going with the monogram. And the reason why I like the monogram is because I think it's a very classic and it's also a bit easier to keep clean. I have the Neverfull, in fact I have it right here. I have the Neverfull in the Damier Azur, which is a beautiful bag and it's a beautiful color, but you just have to be so careful with it. And with this bag, it's going to be rubbing up against your jeans leg, and color transfer is a real issue for those bags. So with the Speedy, I would suggest going with either this one or the darker checkerboard one, the Damier Ebene. That's the Damier Azur. The reason why I chose monogram over is not just because it's classic, but I also don't like the dark handles. I know some people do, they're a bit easier to take care of, but for me, I just think this is such a beautiful leather that it's a shame not to get it on your bag. So, there's the canvas. Now, a lot of people are like, $800 for a canvas bag, that's nuts. And yeah, it is. I mean, you have to be a little bit nuts to purchase it, but at the same stroke, the canvas in some ways is easier to care for than leather. It just wipes right clean. You could get anything on this. You could get Tabasco sauce on it and just wipe it right off. And the other thing about it is that, I live in Seattle. It's raining all the time. You can wipe this down for water. You don't have to worry about water damage like you would with a nice leather handbag. The other thing is that the leather that is on it is beautiful leather. This is a vachetta leather, so it's an untreated cowhide. It will darken with age, and that's one thing that I like about the Louis Vuitton bags is they just become so beautiful as they get older. So when you get it from the store, it's only going to get better from there. So it has the imprinted logo. I hope that you can see that. Imprint on one side, and then the other side is where you can put the lock. I'm actually going to move the lock on this. So because this leather is untreated, it will start to sag and kind of droop a little bit. Now, that's okay if you're going to keep the bag, but if you don't like that look or you're thinking about reselling the bag, which I'm not thinking about it, but I'd like to keep that option open, it gets a little saggy here. So what I plan to do is to take the lock off of here and put it right here on the bag. It's a beautiful location to keep it. It just will keep this looking pristine. The nice thing about keeping it down here though is if you ever wanted to lock the bag together for security reasons, you could definitely do so. So that's the basics of the bag, the exterior of the bag. I guess now we'll move to the inside of the bag. Like I said, it's a big bag. So it's just one kind of big, open, empty hole inside. There is one pocket right here, And the thing with the Louis Vuitton bags is if it zips up on the outside, it does not zip on the inside. So it's a non-zipper pocket. But you could definitely put like a couple cell phones in here, or like if you had a very small wallet, you could probably fit it, but your bigger wallet is not going to fit. And then the inside is just kind of open. It's a beautiful canvas. And then there's a date code somewhere in there. And then the other thing of note is this D-ring right here. So you could put your keys or attach a pouchette or something small on it. But the other negative about this bag is that it becomes one big black hole. And that's really by design. But the problem with it is, you know, if you just like to throw all your stuff in there and always have it organized, you might think about buying a purse organizer or something similar to that. The other thing is that it will kind of pouch down a little bit. Some people don't like that saggy look. Mine's still a bit stiff because I haven't had it that long. But if you want to do something to combat that, there are inserts that you can put in the bottom that'll hold everything and it'll help keep it shape. I'm definitely going to order one, probably on eBay or online somewhere. So that's the general basics of the bag. You know, I think that it's a very expensive bag and it's a big purchase. It's classic, and you also have to think about the fact that you could probably sell this bag used for probably around $500 at any point in time. So the price that you're actually paying for the bag, if you're trying to justify it to yourself, is about $290, which isn't bad. You know, you pay $790, but you can recoup some of that if you ever do end up having to sell it. And I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful bag. So definitely plunk down the card, do it. If you're anywhere on the fence, I'd say get it, feel it, go to the Louis Vuitton store, feel it out, and you won't be sorry if you end up buying it. Thanks.